Yep. We back at this again. Eagle's eyes is not eagle-like today. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I get blurred vision. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, we back up in here. Yep. Yeah. I see my brother was in here. He probably, I don't know, maybe he's still up in here. I'm going to salute him out. I can see him. I can't see, the rest of y'all can't see, but Michael Johnson boxing talking more. Salute to him. He said what to do. Of course, I already told him that I see him. Let me get my grill up in here. So y'all can see this. It's me. Not no voiceover. Yep, still me. Sorry, still here. For those of you that don't want me here, I'm still here. Matter of fact, we still here. And we're going to talk about it. Because that's what we do up here in Eagles Web Boxing. We talk about it all, man. We don't just talk about one thing. And we're not going to be stuck on just boxing. But it's going to be related. You know, I don't know. I got stuff to do today again. But every time I got stuff to do, guess what I end up doing? I end up staying here with y'all. But I got to get out of here. But we'll see. It's not like a schedule, but I got to get over there, before it. Because I got to go pick up something. I got to pick up a ride. And they might say, oh, he ain't coming to pick the ride up. And then they pull that, and that's part of the subject today, though, is, they pull that crap on you. When somebody's supposed to do something, yeah, I'm lotioning up. Yeah, I forgot. In the shower, you got the lotion. Yeah. So that's part of the conversation. It's just, a lot of people don't, we're raised a certain way. Let me fix this. I don't know why it's acting like that, but let's fix this. Yeah, but we're raised a certain way. And everybody has their own way. Now, I'm not going to, I don't knock, how a person was raised and stuff. But we have basic stuff that we all, we got a way that we're raised that all of us is going to do basically some of the same things. But then we don't never think about it very much. A lot of people don't think about it. But we live in a way to where you have to forget the way that you grew up or what you learned a lot of times when you leave the house. You have to forget. You have to forget the ways of your home or the ways you was raised. You have to forget that, and then you have to take on a whole another set of rules because everybody has rules. Your grandmother got rules. Your great-grandmother got rules. Your mom got rules. Your dad got rules. Whatever. Everybody has rules. Your auntie. Everybody has certain rules. And then there's general rules to where they fit anywhere. And I'm not talking about like laws and nothing like that, but just rules that, and we turn the rules, we'll call the rules like respect. Like, certain amount we'll call it respect, or we'll just call it it's not really a rule if it's something that is right. You see what I mean? So if we got stuff that we do and it's considered, righteous stuff, that's the right way to do it. I say, oh, that's what's up. That's what you go do. So a man is going to teach his son how to stand up and go talk to another man if he needs to talk to another man. That they don't have to go out there swinging, or they don't have to. It doesn't have to be any ratchet play, gun play, ratchet, anything like that, strap play, nothing like that. Oh, I'm gonna like stay strapped. Come on, it doesn't have to be that way. Because first of all, if you use a strap, most times you're gonna try to run, or something's gonna happen to you. It's like you live by the sword. That's how you end up perishing. Same way. And I'm not saying that we haven't been there and nothing like that, but that's just what it is. It's the rules. But basically, when you are raised, you're raised a certain way. You might have a mom that grabs you by the collar, grabs you by the ear, grabs you by the neck, grabs the belt, grabs a branch, grabs a board, grabs a extension cord, grabs something. You might have a mom that's like that. You might have a mom that says, hit that corner. And you standing there nailing the corner. Put your hands up high. Like you're rejoicing, but you're not. You might have one of those. But we are all in the same base when it comes to, growing up. For the most part. I know there's some people out there that they didn't know any better. And a lot of times they didn't know any better. Or they was just trying to be down for them and take care of themselves. And so you end up on that end of the stick. And that's not good. I don't agree with that, but sometimes it depends on what the circumstances are. And of course you always got some old ego, they could have got out of that or whatever. Yeah, but some people don't have the same, like, the capacity when it's a mental thing. And you're gonna understand the conversation today. If you got your GED, or how did you get your GED? You're gonna understand the conversation, but the conversation, you won't. Maybe you just won't. You'll just be stubborn and be like, oh, well, everybody don't got it like that and this and that and blah blah blah. Because I'm gonna tell you a few stories, or maybe a story for particular, for sure, that I have to tell you a story. Now I'm not gonna tell names. If you do know who the persons are that I know personally, if you know them, then that's okay. But I'm not throwing their story out there because I'm not going to just put up their story. But I'm just using them as a reference because they're the closest people that I know of that will fit, the narrative for the day, the story. And so I'm going to bring them up. And you may know these people. I know them personally, but you may have heard of them, and you may know them. Well, you have. I'm just not going to. I'm going to keep it general enough to where you have to be like more or less like a scholar, a sports scholar. Yeah, well, you don't have to be much of a sports scholar to figure out who they are, but you have to be somewhat. You can't be stuck on one sport, So I'm gonna just put it to you like that. Just put it to you like that before I share the story. Because I know everybody's looking at, what's the box? What's the subject about? Come in. I mean, that's the subject. The subject is, how did you become a tramp? A championship troll. That's what I call them, tramps. That's what I call them, tramps. Championship troll. How did you become that? So, if you're in here listening and you say something wrong like that, then that's what you are. Because you're not here to, instead of just putting your side down, putting a whole paragraph down that I probably won't read, or just putting down some good thoughts, or just saying, shaking your head up and down and say, okay, give them the thumbs up or saying it's okay, it's cool. You come in and say something, foul. Because, like I said, all of us have an upbringing, and most of the upbringings they're similar. Some are just way off, and then some are just like I said, some are like the similar upbringing. But in school, we're expected, like when you first get to school, you're expected to have a certain way that you act, like rules, no matter how you act at home or whatever. And you might hear something like, I didn't raise a bunch of animals. You might hear something like that. Or even in school. Until everybody's quiet, we're not going to do this. That's a rule. That they're showing you right away that you have an authority or authoritative figure that you have to follow. But you already knew that because you was at home. And a lot of times you're just showing off. But if mom or somebody, or mama, or anybody, big mom or grandma finds out, TTA, that's that ass. Simple as that. Right? Now you probably still wondering, well, what does this? All this has to do relating to boxing and stuff like that. And then you come in and you go, what's the subject about? What's this? Yeah. Well, the subject is your GED. Your G. ED. Just enough to understand. That's what it is. Your G to the E to the D. It's just enough to understand and to go forward. And I see my little brother then finally fell down the web or slid down like Spider-Man or Batman or whatever, slid down to say what's up. Salute to Gil Coles. He said, "Sup, Eagles Web." That's right. Yell it out, baby. Let them know that get that G to the E to the D, and we'll go places. You know. So you have these situations at home, and all of us, for the most part, if you was smart intuitive as a child, then if you did grow up with neighbors, and I'm talking, a lot of people didn't grow up with like neighbors that they like coincided with, co-acted with, played with, and all that. But if you did, then you started learning stuff. You started learning from everybody's parents. And so you knew when somebody was going to get effed up. And a lot of times, if you was in the clear, you would go watch them go get effed up. You'd be like, I'm going to go watch them go see this. His mom going to slap his head all the way off his neck. And you go watch it, right? Or sometimes, but you had to know, like, see, all the sounds. Like, when somebody's about to get rewarded. Oh, shit, we about to go get ice cream, man. They about to get ice cream. So guess what? If you was good with the parents, then guess what? You was about to go get ice cream too. Or eating. They was about to eat. And it wasn't time for you to eat yet. You was about to go eat too. But you had to do it a certain way, see? That's part of your GED when you're growing up. And some people didn't know how to get in somebody else's house. Or some people try to get in your house too many times. And they get sent out like, well, you're going to have to go. They about to eat. Yeah. So they about to eat, so you got to go. When it came to fighting on the streets, then you knew who to pick with, or whatever, you knew who to hang with in case things went down. Now, one of the things I'm gonna talk about is like the siblings, because, and I know a lot of people get mad at this and they won't like this, but it's in the Bible. It talks about that. I'm not teaching the Bible or nothing like that. I'm just teaching GED. That's what I'm teaching. This GED. Because a lot of times, and even in the Bible, it talks about that your friend, you could have a real good, extra good friend. But then you, your brother and you will be scrapping. And that's just the breakdown of it. It's you and your brother be scrapping. Why aren't siblings, brothers, why aren't they really tight? Now, some are. I'm not saying they're not. No. So this is my example. Now, you may know them, and Gil's in here, so Gil may know. So these brothers that I know, and I'm going to do a short story. I'm not going to do a long story about them. So, and you may know them. I'm not going to mention their name, but you may know them. But I'm not going to mention names. So if you catch on, it's either yay or nay. I may say, yeah, that's them. Or I might not just say anything. But at one point, they didn't have like a shelter. And these are two brothers. And they're actually twins. So now you guys see where the story may go. It might not, but it may. So they're twins. And so they didn't have like a great upbringing, so they just traveled. And they settled. And finally they settled somewhere. And they always got along. One was a little bit better athlete than the other one, a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, and stuff like that. And they ran, and I'm going to say that they participated in, they were Olympians. So they participated together as Olympians. But I've never seen them like fighting and stuff like that. They was always, they would always hug each other, whatever, just talking or whatever. No fight. I never seen them fighting. Even if I went to their house, nothing, they, never heard them scrapping or fighting or nothing like that. Brothers. And so they have a couple of gold medals. They have a couple of gold medals apiece, something like that, or a few. They have some Olympic medals and stuff like that. And they brought the gold home for the USA. But the reason I bring that up is because you take a small struggle. Like I said, I didn't get all into details and stuff like that. I'm not putting people out there like that. But you start off as a struggle where you don't even really have shelter. And you struggle and struggle and struggle. And then you finally make it out of that situation. And then you grab a gold. Not just a gold in life, but you grab a gold, an actual gold medal. 2 of you from the same family. And then we have these situations where they're saying that brothers are, fighting or which one's the best. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Because we brought it up, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but it wasn't like we didn't do a sibling rivalry type of thing. But we're talking about, briefly I talked about Marvin Hagler and his brother. That his brother never got that shot. And I'm probably going to have to do a show on him. Because for me, he was a great anyway. If somebody disagreed, then they just disagree. And I don't know if y'all agree or disagree with it, but I still think that Robbie Sims was a great fighter. I used to love to watch him fight. Robbie Sims. So that's that. But back to our GED. The GED is that Gil Coles grew up a certain way, and other people in here, Michael Johnson Boxer Talking More, and other people grew up a certain way that may not have been exactly the same as somebody else grew up. But we kind of like today, because of social media and other stuff, television, social media, television, all this stuff, is that we can kind of gauge and we can get a sense of how a person is, and we can identify with that person. You know what I mean? We start to learn. It's just like, I'm not really, I really don't like talking about myself at all, but sometimes I have to do like little small stories. I don't really get into detail and stuff like that. But a lot of times, like even when people, like they see me, they're like, yeah, I got to get back into, I got to get back on track. I got to get back on, like I mentioned to you guys before about the red road. I got to get back out there and do the right thing. I'm like, yeah, hopefully I want you to get back out there. Because they see your mannerism, they see the way, they see that you respect your culture, and they see that you, you're always wearing things that reflect your culture and stuff like that. And, a lot of elders, like the young kids love it, and the elders love it. They love it. They get so happy when they see you. Because they're like, well, I'm real old like now, and it's like, well, nobody, we're not going to get into the age thing, but you know what I mean, old. But, so they'll say, oh, you know what? It's not lost. Everything's not lost. And same thing with your parents. When they see you, and you gotta, because we fit into society. We put it this way. So now you have a job and all that, so they're happy about that. And the reason I'm doing this discussion is because, people, it's just like to get into the mindset of dumbass people like trolls and stuff. People that come in and say that you have no intelligence and stuff like that. Now, why would somebody just come off the block? Oh, you ain't got no intelligence and stuff like that. You stupid. You and then and then they even come in and troll Gil sometimes. But Gil love it. Hurricane Gil, he'll put the bat on you if he have to. So that's all good. But we sit there, we got thick skin, and we take. I mean, you can't do this without the thick skin. But sometimes I like to, and that's not really my personality. Is to run into you, but I just love it, sometimes, because every once in a while I have to do it. Even in my life, I have to do it. I have to run into somebody. I'm like, okay, I got to run into them. That's what they want. And so that's what you do. Sometimes you got to run into them. And that's what I do. I run into your ass, okay? Because I don't like, this is what I don't like. I don't know if you guys like, but you know how you have inside, you want to say something, or you rehearse something like after the fact, like somebody said something wrong to you, but you just let it slide. Or even if it's at the job or something, like you say, damn, I could have hit him with this. See, I don't like that. But since I'm into, like more or less like personal, and customer service all the time, so I'm always running into people. And so people are always saying stuff, so I hear the same thing over and over again. And so I know I got like responses that it could be just like a clever response or a smart ass response or something where I can just hit them with. Because I don't like to feel like somebody got the best of me, even if it's just words like, oh yeah, he got me on that one. I gotta get him back. We just got that all. I don't know if we want to call it pride, but we got that in us where we want to get you back. Like, I gotta get your ass back for that. You can't just get that off, Gil. You can't just come in here talking bad about ego, and ego ain't gonna get you back. I got you, brother, and I come back and get you. But that's just how we are as people. We just like that. We just like, nah, I ain't gonna. This ain't gonna fly like this. Let me come get you. Yeah. You gonna say, well, eagle. Gil talking about, no, that he calling himself eagle, but he got pigeon feathers or something like that. I got to come back and get him. I see my brother D-Lo 404 up in there. Y'all salute him out and y'all check out the brother, man. I always say that. I think I always salute him out like that. I said, y'all check him out, man. He put out something all the time. I don't always get to go through. I think a lot of times I get a lot of stuff in my feed. I'm like, did I look at that again? I got to keep going back to his channel or whatever. But anyway, salute to the brother. Yeah. But like I said, we raised one way. You might have one parent, two parents, or no parents, but we raised a certain way. And a lot of these people that come in and do this foul shit, they just raised wrong or something like that. Matter of fact, D-Lo was here the other day, and somebody came in, and right when we were about to wrap the show up, and they come in talking about somebody's talking about the intelligence of a person or something like that, and they got beat up on. Of course, D-Lo and them slapped them up out of here because they already knew what it was. They knew it was already the hate syndrome. And just like the story I brought up, and like I said, you guys might know who they are, and you guys might not know who they are. But I'm not saying a lot about them. I gave you the initials for both of them, though. The initials for both the athletes. One of them's first name starts with a C, and the second one's first name starts with an A. And them two brothers, I never seen them fighting nothing like that, man. And I used to go visit them and stuff like that. I used to talk to C all the time. I used to always talk to him, and watch him. I used to be out there, training with him, or out there. I didn't train exactly. Well, I wasn't training for the Olympics with him, but I was out there, with him, and yeah, they finally made it. So the brothers went and got that gold medal. But I never seen them fighting like that. So I don't know if this is just some kind of sibling thing that, or maybe it is as far as like when it comes to the Charlos and stuff. Maybe it's just something that they, because a lot of times you can say something to your brother, and he takes it, he hears it, and it just stays inside. And see, that's the worst kind of poison for any of us to have, right? Is to not like let your words out. Even in here, if like Eagle says something, well, just email me or something, but don't let it turn into some kind of poison. And so I don't know how true that is. One of them, who you gonna pick? If they both fight each other at 154 or something, who you gonna pick? Or do you want to pick any of them? Or would Derek James and them, would they let it happen? I said, no, you guys ain't fighting. Would they let it happen? Because remember, Robbie Sims didn't fight Marvin Hagler. So there you have it right there. But it's a different, like I said, this is a different cut of people. Like I said, and I don't know exactly what it is because I wasn't raised like that. But I know you don't smack around on your brother and nobody in your family. You just like, man, stop or whatever. You just do something to get yourself out of that situation. But I don't understand, if it's real. If they got to do it, then I guess they got to do it. I don't really want to see it, but do you think I'm not going to see it? But that's not what I want, because it takes away from what they really need to be doing. They're in the best position at 154 and 160 right now. They're in the best position to be. Yeah. Or we'll talk about the SPSP. I call him SPSP now. You guys see if anybody knows it. You guys know Eagle's mind good enough. Y'all know my sarcasm good enough. Do you know what SPSP is? I want to see if somebody in the web know that, man. Matter of fact, you get 10 stars for the day. If y'all figure out what SPSP is, y'all get 10 stars. I'm not even gonna give out 5 like they do on the net or like these sites and stuff. But you rate them, rate them 5 or whatever. Yeah, I give out 5 stars. If I get a ride or something, ride share, I give them 5 stars. Because usually they're not gonna do something stupid. Why wouldn't you give them 5? Some people just hate though. And that's what we talking about. These people didn't got their GED. They just hate. Like, come out hating and shit. Yeah. That's what people just want to hate. And so that's what they do, Gil. D-Lo know. Gil know. Everybody who in here, even if you're not down here talking or saying nothing, responding, the hate is real. It's not real to the point where we're serious about it. It's like, okay, you just hating. Why? It's grown folk stuff. It's intelligence. It don't always have to be strictly on the boxing thing, but we're going to see. We're going to see. I mean, we still talk about that. So is Danny, is everybody going to jump on Danny's boat now? Because he's saying stuff like, Earl, don't be using the accident for excuse. I had a better skill set. It don't look like you had a better skill set because you ain't beating fighters that Earl. Sean, huh? Who'd you lose your strap to? Shut your ass up. You're going to have to show us a whole lot. Matter of fact, now that your mouth running, you're going to have to knock Earl completely out. That's the only way you get respect from me. If close, you won or scrapped, you got lucky. I don't care. I'm going to think it's luck. I'm going to be on the hate side. My GED going to be low at that point. So don't bring your ass with there. And y'all couldn't figure out the SPSP? Good. I'm going to tell you what it is before we done. I'm going to tell you what it is. Yep. But that whole thing with the brothers, man, all this sibling stuff. So we're talking about this, how you raised and stuff, basically. How you raised and how it relates, to the boxing and stuff. Because at one point I did hear Wilder say he would actually fight he would fight his brother. But how do you comment? How do you not kill your brother if you fighting, even if it's in the ring, how do you not kill your brother? Oh, get your ass all the way out here. Yeah, I see that shit pop up there. Get out of here, man. D-Lo time his ass out. He takes super puncher Sean Porter. No. SPSP. You should know what it is. All y'all should know what it is. SPSP for Sean Porter. Come on now, y'all should know. Matter of fact, you got man, I'm gonna tell you what you got the first. I'm gonna tell you what you got right. You got the first. You got the on every yeah. See, Gil know what it was. See, he was just bullshitting. I knew he knew what it was. I'm saying because he in Eagles Web all the time. He in Eagles Web all the time. So I knew he knew what it was. So he said super puncher Sean Porter. He already knew to get the hell out of here with that. That's because Gil's his GED was a DEG. It was a DEG. Don't educate Gil. Or didn't educate Gil. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Man, let me see. This damn Gil. Gil something. Let me give it to you, George. Gil was on some shit, man. That's why I get tired of messing with Gil, man. Y'all just don't know, man. How Gil, man. Y'all can see that in here. Y'all already see how he is, man. It's just like I said. It's just like he's just like a little brother, man. That's why it's gonna be headlock time. When I see him, it's gonna be headlock time. And he gonna have to keep his chin tucked, cause I'm going straight for the chin. The damn Gil Coles, yeah, cause he already knew. But you know how his mind works. I already know his mind. See, I'm already expecting because I already know. I know his mind. I know what he's gonna do. You know what I mean? I know what he's going to do. I know he's going to do some shit just the opposite of what I say. Because that's just what he does. He can't help himself. But I told him though I told him what I was going to give it out. I was going to give it out. D-Lo crying. He said we get about 10 stories that he crying. There you go. Told you I didn't have 5 on. I told you I was going to give you your 10 stars, man. I want to give you that crack action. That crack accident. Hopefully that'll give you some more stars right there. Oh shit! I ain't know this guy was so sparkly. That's what I want. Yeah. So when you talk about the whole thing when it comes to, the GED, how a person's raised and stuff like that, then you start even seeing the mentality of these dumbass trolls and stuff, and these tramps, these super trolls. It is championship trolls. Well, I call tramps because they champion. They champions at it. Tramps. Ramps. Tramps. Tramps. Can you say tramps? Not. It sounds the same though. Like tramps. You're tramps. Champion trolls. That's what it is. Oh, Surf Flame up in here, man. You seen Surf Flame in about a year and a half, man. But salute out to Surf Flame. He in there. I know what he's saying. But y'all know I got to read it out, man. He said salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat. And as always, jab that like button or y'all neck. He said, don't get your neck out there in Eagles Web Boxing 100. The wrenches is on with that gloves up and the fire up good. And make sure y'all hit that thumbs up before you hit the live chat. Then you come up in here. Then you hit the live chat. Okay? So we just trying to do this whole thing. And yeah, it's like a lot of things out there. But Gil got it right. He know what it is. He know what suspect personality signed Porter. He knew what it was. And see, that go back to our whole thing with the GED. Are you with your family? Now the one question, so this goes back to the GED. Like I said, you can cover everything with this topic. So this goes back with it. So when it comes to Danny Garcia, is the education, okay, this is a question to everybody, and especially to D-Lo. This is the question. So is the GED or the education coming from Angel Garcia? Is that going to be sufficient? Does everybody feel that that's going to be sufficient for his upcoming brawl with Earl Spence? Is that going to be sufficient? And second part of the question is, might that have been the problem with Danny not being able to get those championship wins? Is that something y'all thought about? Because we talk about those kind of things all the time, and we always end up talking about that kind of stuff all the time. So I just want somebody else's thoughts on it. But welcome to the chat. Surf Flame finally showing up. Yeah, we had to get in. You had to get that GED because we got to worry about what about how did you end up being a tramp, a CHRAMP, a champion troll? How'd you end up being that? Yeah, how'd you end up being that? Nothing else to do with your whole life, and that goes back to the whole family. So you was raised a certain way, and I know now people didn't want me to bring this up, but some people was raised on that belt buckle, or that belt, or the limb from the tree, the switches, or the ruler. I don't know, ruler. Yeah. That would have been fine with me, a ruler. No, you can whoop me with a ruler. I'm like, I got that thick hide. It's like, okay, cool. The ruler, that's it. Or the ear twist. I done had all of them. And it's because I was a little bit unruly. Well, I probably shouldn't have been, but I was a little bit unruly, man. Going to school, not a lot. I wasn't a jerk. But going to school, I was a little bit unruly, man. And when I went, they could twist your shit up a little bit. They could police your ass. You know what I mean? They could grab you by your collar and shit like that. And while you sliding down the hall, they could do that shit. You know what I mean? And I guess it depends on where that was that Catholicism, that Catholic school. Catholic school. I don't know if they still do it, but Catholic school used to whoop your ass if they wanted to. They stopped whooping ass around, I don't know what, 80s, 90s? Like 90s or some shit, they stopped whooping ass. Yeah, but they used to whoop some ass though, man. I'm telling you, they used to whoop some ass up in some school. And them nuns wasn't no joke, man. They had that little stick. Yeah, they whooped that ass. So, but that's, what I'm saying, but I don't know. Everybody didn't grow up like that. Some people just grew up like spoon fed for everything. Oh no, he's a baby. That bullshit. Those are the ones. A lot of those end up, in prison. Other ones end up in prison, but some people end up. But no, I see Yasser up in here. Yasser Hussein up in here. Y'all salute him out. He said, salute to him. He said, salute to Eagle. Yeah, he come over. He over there in England. Yeah, everybody else in the room. That's right. Salute to everybody else in the room. That's how you do it, though, man. You salute everybody else. Yeah, he came in one time. We didn't know. We didn't really. It took us a while to get used to him, but not a lot. Because he didn't come in and start no kind of trouble and stuff like that, But he got a couple of rules. Like I said, we got the GED, getting that education. So he came in here, got a little bit of education, and then he started showing a lot of the respect for the room and for Gil. And I believe he's from England, or he's from England, right? Yasser, you over there in England, right? So it's always good to have people from different areas and stuff that come in here. We got a few people from England that come in here. Different parts of England and stuff that come through, and it's good because they can catch us up on some news over there that we might not have. But nobody answered the question though. But I'm thinking about the Angel Garcia. If he's the right person to take Danny into the next level, or is that sort of will that be a missing link, for this fight, or is Danny just fine, or is his skill set, because he said his IQ and everything, his skill set is better than EJ's. Well, everybody says that anyway. Anytime when somebody's an ass whooper, everybody always says that their skill set and everything is so much better. Okay, so let's get back to Gil. So suspect Sean Porter, is the mandatory. But there's so many different ways out of that position. And I don't know, this ain't even part of the top. This shit could go for like 8 hours or more. This shit can go on forever. And I'm not going to talk about it forever, but it can go on forever because and just reading and just knowing that it's straight up BS. I don't know. Just like even, for instance, I was looking at some of the stuff. Even today I was looking at it because I just couldn't. I was just relaxing. I was looking at it. I'm like, this is bullshit right here. So understand what I'm saying. So for the WBO. So does anybody know what's the minimum wage for WBO for the lightest weights out there? The lightest weights. I'm not gonna cover all of them. I'm just gonna see if you guys know. So what's the minimum wage? Like if you was bidding for the lightest weights, I think it's the first 3 sets of weights. Does anybody know what the minimum wage is? Or is there something you never thought about? Okay, does anybody know what the minimum wage is for the top 3 weights? Or the top, I think it's the top 3 or top 2. Anybody know what the minimum wage is? Or for the top 1? See, nobody don't know. You guys don't know what the minimum wage is, right? So everybody talks about these bid wars and stuff like that, right? Everybody's always, oh, well, he didn't offer him such. But see, it's a question for everybody, right? So it's like, well, he didn't offer him this and he didn't offer him that. All right, just hold on a second, because I'll probably still, let me see if I got it open still, because I still might have it open. So y'all stay right there. If I have it open, because if it's still open, because I don't really close pages, I just shut devices off, and whatever's there is there. And Gil, you need your ass whooped. I'll be right here. Hold on a second. And ignore it. Somebody web Gil's ass up. Somebody web his ass up. He getting on my nerves, man. He always saying, look at this while I'm looking for it. While I go grab this. Freaking damn. There we go. Let me see. I got to put up something. Because this might be coming up too. So just look at that. Yep, y'all already know ego always on something. Y'all like, damn, ego always on something. I can't help it, man. And I'm not even the one. Even though I do this, I'm not even no eat, drink, and sleep boxing and shit like that. You know, that's not me. But it's just that a lot of people just don't know. It's funny sometimes how we don't really think about stuff. You know, like the divisions and stuff like that. Because the lowest weight now is mini flyweight. See, mini flyweight. That's the real small guys. That's the guys that come out at, sometimes they come in at 100 pounds and shit. Well, the limit is 105 though. But let's get to the welfare check, so that way we can see if and see, I'm not putting this against certain people. You see what Gil's crazy ass put down there, Yasser. Sir Flame said, I don't know. Gil Coles put up the question, and then he put $8 an hour. See, Gil's stupid. That's why I told y'all to write Gil off, write his ass off. So I'm gonna give you some things. Because I'm like, I'm not into this. We're not into the money, but this just happened to come up in our subject. So we're gonna bring up a little bit of it. I'm not gonna get all into this dumb shit because it's like I'm not a lawyer, and I'm not gonna sit here and go through all this legal mumbo jumbo. Forget that shit. But the stuff that we could just see, let's see it. Now, before I find that, it's now this is if you make a jacked up offer. If your shit's now this is what it says. If the championship committee declares a default by the promoter's purse bond, because they have a bond. They have a bond. I ain't know that. So listen, everybody see, the people that don't know what we always talk about, what we always end up talking about is a purse. That's what we always end up talking about. Oh yeah, that purse. That's what we always talk about. And another thing we talk about is sanctioning fees. Okay, now sanctioning fees. Okay. That's yearly fees or sanctioning fees. Then they got bond fees. And then they got they got that little down payment or whatever. Did y'all know about that one? Like, just for us to look into your case, just for us to even look at it, you're gonna have to pay us. You gotta pay $1,000 for them to even start paperwork. So what paperwork do they have to do? For them to have their name to get involved, that's $1,000. And on here, like I just read, okay, so the promoter's purse bond should be forfeited, and this is the way it's distributed. Now the champ gets 68% of that. And the challenger gets 17%, and then the WBO, so we're talking about their ass right now, gets 15%. I know. But here we go. So this is the minimum wage, and this is crazy though. This is real. Y'all gonna think this is crazy because of Gil's stupid ass, right? And I'm gonna call my little brother stupid ass because he's stupid. He put up $8 an hour. But guess what? So the mini flyweight, all the way up to flyweight, their welfare check can be no less than $80,000. $80,000. Gil put up 8. Junior bantamweight to junior featherweight, $100,000. Now I'm talking about the minimum purse bid. And so featherweight to junior welterweight, $150,000. And so now you guys can understand. So I'm bringing this out. We're talking about GED. So this is part of GED too, right? So when we talk about people's purses, he only made this amount. Okay, that was his welfare, his minimum amount that he could make. When you talk about people's purses. So nobody discusses this, right? Nobody ever talks about, oh yeah, he only made X amount. He's not a good fighter. He only makes X amount. Well, he was trying to get the negotiation done. And when he got the negotiation done, this is what they offered him. It was within the limits of what could be offered. You don't have to start off that high. But this is just for the WBO. So guess what? The other ones might be a little bit of change is gonna be different. I'm not gonna study all of them, but I just wanted to bring this out so you guys could know that there's bonds, there's fees, and all kinds of other stuff. Okay, so now we know about the bond, and we know if you forfeit, because you're gonna forfeit your money if you try to not offer you that little 10% that you paid is going to get distributed out. So somebody's still going to get paid. And the champ gets 68%, challenger gets 17%, and WBO get 15%. If I think that's what I read. And so here we go. Welter to middleweight, the minimum is $200,000. Now listen, the reason I'm bringing this up too, there's good points for this. And super middleweight to junior heavyweight, which would be cruiserweight, is $300,000. Now for heavyweight, the minimum purse is $1 million. So all of them got to make $1 million. That champion, you got to get that for that championship fight. It has to be $1 million up in there. See, so let's go back down just so we can see. And this ain't, every time I say something, everybody get all mad. Oh, you talking about Crawford again? Oh, no, I'm not. So a minimum, isn't Crawford the WBO? Crawford's the WBO, right? So they don't have to, Crawford only has to be able to get 200,000, I said, right? Listen, that's all they got to get, 200,000. So when he's offered 2, 3, or whatever million, that's 10 times the minimum wage amount. So when it comes to WBO, at least, and you guys can look at the other ones if you want to. I'll probably end up looking at them when I get bored or something like that. I'll just look at it. But there's a whole lot of stuff in here, man, and you'll end up reading forever if you want to read that. You know, you'll end up finding out. And this is another thing another thing that's out there that people don't know is that your opponents that you fight are supposed to be worthy opponents. In other words, they got to be in the top. They got to be in a status that makes you look good, and it makes them look good. It makes the organization looks good. Now, if you fighting Jeff from the tire shop, how good are you gonna look? That's all I'm saying. So this is real touchy, because it's like, okay, well, they not even sticking by their own rules. I know that's what you're going to think right away. They're not sticking by their own rules. Oh, he ain't fighting nobody in the top 15. He ain't fighting. See? But then you have other things, right? You got that mandatory. But then mandatory, like I said, mandatory is very slippery because there's ways out of mandatory. See? You can jack up on the purse and then not get a mandatory. See, there's ways you could sneak out of it, and they all got these little. And when you do decide that you're going to make the mandatory fight, and all sides agree it has to be, the minimum is 45 days. That's the minimum that you can actually get a fight. And so there's all kinds of little stipulations if you need to know. So if you want to be a lawyer in boxing and not just enjoy boxing, then I suggest that you go through and look at all the legalities for all these organizations. But guess what's going to happen? Is your brain is going to explode. Because you're reading too damn much. Now you're going to read about the WBC, the WBA. But then, guess what? The subcategories, super champ, regular champ, will it be a little bit of difference in the money and everything else? Yes, it will. So guess what? There's nobody who knows all of these. There's not even a scholar. I don't think something's wrong with you if you're a scholar and you know all this, because I'm telling you, how many parts is in this? Even for this one here, it's 37 pages. It even has stuff that the privileges afforded for super champions. It has all kinds of stuff. Extension of mandatory title defenses. See? If you want to read all that, I don't care about that. What I care about is get that damn negotiation done. And since we know now, so we know if a fighter's trying some bullshit, we be like, wait a minute, you trying some bullshit, man. Huh? You trying some bullshit on us. Don't even try to pull that, man. You trying to wait out your time and all that so you can just fight a voluntary or something like that. See? That's how we got it. So if we know this at least, see? Then we're okay if we know this, because that way we can see what it kind of helps you to find out what somebody's up to. It's like, no, you up to this. Because we know what the organization says and, who you supposed to be fighting. And we know that the championship committee that nobody talks about can change a lot of this shit, right? Did y'all realize that? See? And y'all sir retracted a couple of things. But I see y'all sir, he got the well. But yeah, y'all sir again, he said I was on the phone. I thought we was talking about weight classes. No, we was talking about the welfare check for weight classes. The money. Yeah. And Sir Flame said, not just that, Eagle. They changed shot when it suits them. Yeah, there they go. Yeah, but this is, and this is what I'm saying. This was gonna make you. This will keep your ass out of this. What I'm talking about right now, this might keep your ass out of that. You understand? Because even if you go through all this, Sir Flame, because Sir Flame brought it up, even if you go through all of this, guess what? Them bastards can still talk to the championship committee and get out of it somehow. Yeah. Because you're always supposed to be fighting somebody up top. That's just the whole thing. To stay up top. And number one and number two have to have great excuses not to fight. That's another thing. That they have to have great excuses and stuff. I read that earlier. It just stays up here. But see, and also as it says, the WBO may rely upon the purses reported to the WBO on the WBO participants' promoters' receipts for the fights that are used to calculate the purse division for the purpose. By way of example, if contestant A, so we just read their example out. So contestant A has had the last three purses of 1,500,000. Well, this is easy to figure this one. It's easy to figure this one out. And 400,000, a total of 1.9 million. And contestant B has at least three purses, 1 million, 2 million, and 2.5 million. That's a total of 5.5 million. Okay, so the purse division would be the one. So now you're learning. So if they do it this way, so now you don't get confused with the purse bid. So 1.9 million over 7.4 million, or 25.68% for the contestant A. And for example, contestant B is 74.32. So you know how everybody always getting on, I think you deserve 50-50 and this and that and that. But guess what? Your welfare check in boxing dictates how much money you're going to make. Are you getting the GED on it now? You getting enough education just to see? Because we don't know all this stuff. And it's not like I'm not brilliant. I didn't just know all of it like that. I knew they broke it down. And I was kind of, because I didn't like to get into this kind of shit either. So if I really want to know, guess what I got to do? I got to go research. Or I got to just go look at it. I'm not going to look at all the rules for all of them. But I can go back and I say, this is probably why the purse is that amount. So if that freaking, so for instance, if Bud wasn't making that kind of money, then stop trying to make that kind of money. Because we add your shit up and see your average just might not be good enough to put your ass at a 75% versus a 25%. But us as fans, what fans are doing? Fans are just all, I think it's 50. They deserve 50-50. Get your ass out of here. You don't deserve 50-50. Because your organization is saying that you don't deserve 50-50. So how in the hell I'm going to give you 50-50? Right? And then y'all saying again, he said the whole reason you need a good team, which includes lawyers, is so you can find a loophole to exploit it. And I'm talking about any business, not just saying boxing. And you got that 100% right too. That's why you got to have a good team. Because you end up all messed up. Because I think Michael Johnson Box Talk, and Moore gave me some stuff I was reading through, and he's still in here. So this is the whole thing, Michael Johnson Box Talk more. I didn't go through the whole. That was just too much. It was just too much to try to read all that whole case and shit. And so my understanding is that Okay, let me know if I'm wrong or not. You can either tell me here or just or anything. So my understanding is that so Crawford was actually still with the group when he got signed over. So let me know if I'm right or wrong on that. So when he got signed up, he was still with the other firm. And yes, I just didn't read something right or something because there's a lot of reading, man. That was a lot. You see what I mean? So let me know if that's what it boiled down to. But he definitely was with somebody else, but he wasn't with Aram, that's for sure. Yeah, so he's damn sure wasn't with Aram. So Aram might have illegally obtained Crawford for another thing for Master Bob. So another black eye for that bastard. So we can just blacken his eye out. You know what I mean? See? And see, Michael Johnson Box is talking more when people send me stuff or invite me to go see him, just like D-Lo 404. I just go check you guys out, man. A lot of times I just can't, man. I get so busy because I do this, and a lot of times you guys keep me on here. You know what I mean? Yeah. He owed them a percentage. Yep. Yeah, I know I know all that stuff be legal, but I'm saying, and that's why when y'all sir brought that up, it makes a lot. It's just make sure you got you a team, man, and that all goes with the GED. All that's going with the education. I know we started off at at the beginning, grassroots. We started off at like family, siblings, and all that, and went into the Charlos a little bit. And I brought up a story about the twins that went out and got the gold medal and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it boils down to having competency all around you. Whether it's like, because I'm going to tell you right now, on that bullshit, now I don't want to keep bringing this up. It may have to get brought up again. But on that whole bullshit with the Wilder thing, no. I'm telling you right now, that coke crack king would be penniless and on the street if it was up to me. With just that information, just with the medical information, his ass would be penniless and on the street. Oh no, matter of fact, he wouldn't. He'd be penniless and locked up in prison. And they could keep his ass for a long time, because guess what? You commit a crime in another country, they can do what they want to with your ass. Your country can't do nothing. So I just want to throw that out. Yep. A few. Okay, he said I got a few. I got Stavers too, and David Benavides. Okay. All right. Well, just go ahead and send them, man. I'll try to take a look at them when I can, man, to go through this shit. Because this shit is just ridiculous, because we didn't want to be like investigators, but I mean, far as Eagles Web Boxing is concerned, like you guys out there, the people that come mess with me. Now, we are investigators. We're investigators on the grown folks level. That's where we're investigators at. Say, well, yeah, we grown. We gonna look at this shit. You know what I mean? That's how we do as grown folk. We like, no, y'all ain't getting over like that. That's how we do. Like, I'm just saying, our grown folks part of us, does that. Because we gotta look at stuff at a grown folk level. And that's the way we look at it. That's why our boxing discussion ends up different. It ends up on a level that I like this level. And like I said, a lot of people don't come here, but I like the level that we're on, because it's like we're talking, and then we got intelligent people to come in. When people say, "Oh, you ain't no intelligence up in there. Oh, you don't make any sense and stuff," because instead of I ain't gonna say it. I was gonna say something real. Y'all say, "Damn, he gonna talk like that?" I was gonna say something real nasty and foul, but I'm not gonna go there. I'll stay there. But y'all, sir. He wouldn't come in here, and he from overseas. And see, he's one of the guys that live over in UK, and he comes over when he get a chance. He come over and see Eagle, and he's up late. It's probably what? It's like 10:30 over there, p.m. Something like that. It's either 10:30 or something like that, 10:30, 11:30 right now, and he comes through. See, but these dumbass people that just don't understand. See, we get caught up as fans, because I'll get the arguing back and forth with you too. No, he don't deserve no 70%. He deserved this and that. Okay, well, I don't know what his welfare money added up to. Maybe his welfare money didn't add up enough to him. That's why. And see, a lot of times we'll be thinking, "Oh, that's unfair, man. You should give more," but we don't know, because we don't know how much we don't know what they're basing the welfare check off of. And when I say welfare, I'm just a play on word because a lot of things go. Guess what? Farm relief is welfare. Okay, thank you. State relief is welfare. Huh? Well, it's to make you fairly well with the little bit with the money I got you, so you can be fair. You're not gonna be excellent. You're not gonna be like 100. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 9:30. There we go. See, you're not gonna be 100%, but at least I'm gonna give you. You feel me? At least you get something. At least you getting something. It's not like, but your welfare check is gonna be based on, like I just said. I just read it out. That's what your welfare check is gonna be based on as a boxer. So we can stop ourselves as fans from even doing that shit. Don't even get into it. If you want to get into it with somebody, just go check out the welfare page for that fighter. And then do your own calculations. So now we figured out how we can do it, right? Now, I don't know if this is going to work with all the organizations. Oh, I see my brother out there, Derek Bailey, man. Salute to Derek Bailey out there, man. The real one. Another real one up in here, man. Salute to him, man. He said salute at Eagles Web Boxing. Yeah. So we're going to put all them welfare checks together and we're going to divide them by 10 or 3 or whatever we got to do and come up with a figure on both sides, and then we can do the split ourselves. And that way, when we get in an argument with somebody, we say, no, that's not how they do it, man. This is how they do it. Sit your ass down. This is how they do it, man. You got to take the amount of welfare money they got on this side, and then you got to take the amount of welfare money you got on the other side, and that's the way we got to work it like that. That's how we're going to decide the purse. So shut your ass up. Michael Johnson Boxing talking more back in there. He said the reason why I read these is because these promoters and fighters be, he said, click and use fight fan. Oh, yeah. He said, they be messing over the fight fans. He said, around the folks, you can't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it don't matter. They going to come in here, Michael Johnson Boxing talk, and they going to say Eagle don't know shit. And I told y'all I don't know nothing. But I'm not, that don't mean I'm ignorant like that. That doesn't mean I'm, like I'll tell y'all, but I'm telling you one thing, I bet D to the Bailey and Gil to the Coles and y'all, I mean, y'all going to still stand up for me even if I don't know shit. Y'all still come in here, oh, Eagle don't know shit. Yeah, he ain't intelligence and all that, you know, or whatever. See, I want to say it because it's just like, cause we're on the subject of the GED and shit. I want to say it, but this ain't, I'm holding my tongue right now. See, and y'all already know how I do, man. Y'all already know how I do, man. When somebody come in here just saying all kind of crazy shit, y'all know the ego will get them. And I haven't been able to get people lately because y'all be chopping necks quick. I be trying to get that shit then out. Right? Because it ain't my fault that while you was supposed to be drinking baby formula that your mom hated your ass so much for talking or crying so much that she gave your ass a bottle of vodka and shit. You sucking on vodka bottles instead of sucking on a formula or whatever. Or you was too ugly to breastfeed. So your mom just held you up to the dog. You know, and I get tired, you know, these people that come in here with that, I just like, oh, you done intelligent. I just get tired of you, man. Just stop coming to Eagles Web with that, man. This is our small forum, man. Let us enjoy our forum, man, because we can put points. We're trying to put stuff together so we can figure this whole shit out. This is our sport, and we're trying to figure out all this bullshit when it comes to these contracts and everything else, and then the legal way that they're doing it. And so now we uncovering a little bit more, you know, because there's so much shit in there. You got, like I said, and it's just like how Yasser say that you got to have a good lawyer when it comes to this shit. This ain't no joke. Yeah. Gil Cole said, oh, Michael Johnson. He said, I need you to obtain my Eagles Web promotion contract. Eagle Web got me paying sanctioning fees, and I can't get no fights. Well, this is the month, man. This is the fight month right now, man. Yeah, we got the fight month coming up. This is the fight month, man. Y'all gonna be able to fight Gil this month, man. I promise y'all, man. I get the time, man. We gonna be able to fight Gil. I gotta take my day off, man. I gotta take a Saturday off just so we can fight, man. Shit, I gotta take a Saturday off, man, for that. I gotta take a Saturday off just so Gil can fight. He tell me Michael Johnson need to check it out. Yeah. Hey, Michael, don't worry about it. It's all legit. If Eagle Web putting it out there, it's all legit. Man, don't listen to Gil, man. Gil get everybody in trouble, man. F Gil. Yeah, I see some sleuths out there. Y'all Sarah, yeah, at Gil. He said that Eagle not even doing a Don King on you. Oh, see, now you got Yasir. You got Yasir starting up now. He telling me that I'm doing. He said I'm not doing it. He's not doing a Don King on you. Hey, that's why y'all look at me. Am I skimming, Gil? Because you know they do that, right? And see, this is what, because I take the ride share, right? And so the ride share, I looked at the breakdown. I'm like, wait, why is the fee the normal fee, and then they got another fee looks just like the normal fee, and then they got like a what is it called? It's some bullshit. I think it's called area fee. They got so many different. They got like about 5 or 6 different fees that they charge you to get a ride. Like if you do Uber and shit, they got about 5 different fees that they charge you with. And so Gil is unjustly charging me, saying instead of taking my regular, now I'm not taking my regular like 10%. Gil say I done boosted it up and I'm getting more. And plus on top of that, what am I doing, Gil? So I'm taking so this is what Eagle doing to Gil. So I'm calling off the fights and the promote. So Gil ain't getting no part. Gil ain't getting none of it. Gil, the champ. Well, then again, Gil, if I'm calling off fights, you still get what I said was is it 78%? Y'all know what it is. So 68. You still getting 68%. I'm only getting. It don't even mention me. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm getting 15. I'm getting 15%. That ain't shit, man. 17 and 15. So 68, 17 and 15. I'm not getting nothing, man. I ain't getting no cut. He gonna throw me. Hey, somebody smack Gil for me. How you gonna throw the Don King jacket on me? Gil gonna hit me with the Don King jacket in front of everybody. Oh, Eagle on that Don King jacket. He put a jacket on me, y'all. Y'all get this jacket off me, man. It feel hateful. Y'all get this jacket off me. Gil got the Don King jacket on me. I've been charged with the Don King jacket. They ain't even did shit. Y'all said he said you may not know shit, but you still know way more than me. Oh, y'all still crying. Yeah, Derek Bay. Yeah, what up, folks? Michael Johnson say what up to him. Yeah, Michael Johnson back and forth. He said, Gil Coles, what? He said, man, tell your promoter to contact me. Oh, man, y'all gonna run? So Michael Johnson boxing talking more. You gonna run with that, huh? You gonna run with Gil because Gil done threw the Don King jacket on me? Damn. And then y'all said back again. He said, therefore, he said 100%. He put that 100 up. He crying. Yeah, and then Gil back there, $300 towels. Okay, so I'm hitting you with the $300 towels now. $300 towels. He crying. God dang. DB crying. Come on, man. Come on, DB. You know me better than DB. You my brother, DB. Come on now. Don't let little brother get y'all like that, man. Y'all got Eagle like that. Said, Eagle be on that. Yeah, he be on that like extra money type of shit, man. He doing that military charge type of shit, man. They paying $6,000 for toilets and shit like that. Yeah, Eagle charge, $600, that $300 towel fee. I don't know about the $300 towel fee. What the locker fee is, Gil? Gil said the locker fee is outrageous too, man. See, I can just buy a locker and put it up in there. But he won't even allow no locker to go up in the gym. Yeah, talking about $200 a month for locker fees. Yeah. He said, yeah, Michael Johnson talking about. He said, King got a mouthpiece. He said, even Zab had to say it. Yeah. Don definitely got that mouthpiece. But see, I don't use all the, see, he's a verbal master though. Now, I can get on a roll and start going like that, but he's really, he can stay on one letter. He can say 10 things with just one letter and make sense. But even if you don't understand it, it makes sense. You feel me? Yeah, but y'all, Sarah, I don't. You're knowledgeable. You got a lot of stuff that you bring to the table. Everybody that's in here right at this moment that I see, the people that I see. So you on the outside, even if I know you and you on the outside, you're not down here participating. I'm saying even everybody in here that I see right now has something to bring to the discussion. Because we discussing here, I don't just ramble on and just talk all the time. Sometimes I go off, but it hasn't been no fights or nothing like that. This was a GED talk, and just look where it went. See? Then nobody knew it was going here. Where it ended up going, nobody knew it was going there. They're like, oh, you just talking about the twins. Are you talking about the Charles? Are you talking about this? Mm-mm. I started off at home because we perspect everything. You feel me? Because I don't know shit. I don't know shit, but I know a little bit. I know a little bit to share. But then on top of that, even if I don't know shit about boxing, you don't know shit about boxing. So I don't know shit about boxing, but I know about life. And so I drop gems here and there. So even if I didn't know about anything I talked about, I knew about the life part. Okay, so give me respect for that. Even if you're a nasty ass tramp. Even if you're a champion troll, give me that. Y'all let me hit this. Yeah, I gotta down it when it get cold like that. You can actually drive up to my back door. I thought somebody was driving up to my back door because that's what he does. Sometimes this guy drives up to my back door. Yeah, Michael Johnson's about to talk more. He said Broner was asked a question on King and said, man, he a gangster. I ain't saying nothing. That's right. And that was put out there also that they were saying that he's a gangster. Eagles way of saying, let me hit this. No. I was talking about my tea, brother. Come on now. He said, let me hit this blunt real quick. No, that's my boy. My boy is like that all day long. I don't even want to I'm not even throwing him under the bus. This is the most weed smoking. You ain't. And this is honest. This is an honest God truth. Y'all don't know him, but I'm hoping that nobody faces that, man. I hope nobody out there, if you do smoke, I hope you don't smoke as much as my boy smoke. My boy smoke every freaking hour until he go to sleep. I'm like, God dang, dude. He can smoke bag after bag. I don't care how strong it is. He can smoke bag after bag after bag. I'm like, dude, with all that money, you could be doing something else, man. Bag after bag? Damn. How you keep that kind of appetite? No, I'm gonna smoke this bag and then I'm gonna, later I'm gonna probably go get me another bag and smoke that. Like, God, man, that's just, wow. Everything smell like weed. Everything smell like weed. It's like, God dang, dude, everything just keeps a weed smell. Come on, you eating sandwiches, man. Your sandwiches smell like blunt. Come on, man. Like you've been smoking a blunt into the sandwich. That's too much smoking, man. I'm sorry. If you, hopefully you're not. Hopefully I'm not offending you. If you do, yeah. Okay, Michael Johnson back at me again. He said Eagles wear in straight gates. He said y'all know how big scalps he got, Gil. You on your own. No, man. I can take them. I'm gonna show y'all when I finish. I'm gonna show y'all. Y'all gonna be the only one privileged, cause I'm not. Well, I'll probably do it on my other channel, but I'll do it a different way on my other channel. But when I finish it, when I finish my ancient stick, when I finish it, I'll show it to you guys. It just has to be. It's a spiritual thing, so it has to come to me, cause I'm working on another one right now. I'm working on another one. I just put. I think I showed it to you guys before. I just put these three red birds on it. And I'm going to do some fur. I got to do some other stuff on it. Because we didn't dance or nothing this year. So just working on my clothes. And so, yeah, I'm going to get that done. But that's crazy how y'all jumping. Y'all got an eagle jump today. Everybody, y'all be letting you guys be letting Hurricane Gil get y'all started, man. He just sitting back right now. He might be playing PlayStation or something. Y'all letting him, he sit back after he start the trouble and shit. He a troublemaker, man. Gil Coles, I'm going to put that out there right now. Gil Coles is a troublemaker. That's what he does best. Always starting with shit. Then here we go again. Y'all say again, he said, I'm kind of disciplined. He said smoke only after work, after 6 p.m. But I smoke quite a bit until bedtime. I got to go out and smoke in my shed. He said, man cave not allowed in the house. He crying. Yep. But that's okay, man. But you saying that, but you disciplined. You have a time. Come on, man. Are you smoking up? Are you waking up? No matter what time you wake up. Let's say, for instance, you just got out of bed. You ain't even washed your face yet. You put a pot of coffee on. And first of all, what are you doing? Why do you need a whole pot? A nice sized pot. Nice sized pot. You wake up, because believe me, I didn't went over there when he's getting up. It's like, shit, you wake up with a pot of coffee, and you already, either you got a blunt roll and you about to smoke, or you about to roll. Before the coffee's done, you already puffed up a blunt. You ain't even took a shower yet, you're smoking. I'm like, that's too, for me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's just for me. Oh, look at, he said, see how he stuttered? He said he got a few. I stutter all the time, man, but I stutter because my thoughts, because I want to, a lot of times I have to stutter because I have to watch my tongue. I talk real fast, so I got to, when I'm stuttering, that's because I'm slowing it down, because I don't want to end up saying the wrong shit. It's like I almost ended up saying something earlier. And sometimes you'll see I'll stop and I'll think because I want to say certain stuff. So forget Michael Johnson, Boxer Talking Boy. He just started shit with me too. But anyway, yeah. So you guys already know that I'll stop, because if I don't, I'll just go crazy. I'll just let it all out. But y'all got to stop listening to Gil. But now that we know, we got this information, so when you get in an argument, now you can act like you a champ. Now let's just figure it out. Let's figure out how much money he should make. Let's just figure it out. So we'll figure out how much money that Earl should make if he does fight Bud. We figure out how much money that Bud should make. Right? We'll just figure it out. So that way, they can shut the hell up. Okay, so here's another one. So we'll go here. So when it comes to, the referee. So you ready? So, and I'm not putting this out there so you can think, that's why them judges be acting stupid. Now I'm not putting this out there so you can say that's why the judges be acting stupid in the ref. Okay, so a minimum wage purse, $250,000, referee $1,600, judge $1,300. From $250,000 to $500,000, referee $2,000, judge $1,600. From $500,000 to $1 million, judge $2,400, referee $18. From $1 million to $3 million, and this is probably where we're usually at, which that's a good payday. Referee $2,800, judge $2,000. Now we're talking about I'm just gonna skip all the way up to, so over like an $8 million fight, the referee's $5,000 and the judge is $3,500. So they get paid good. They get paid good enough. You just judging one damn shit. That's like $100. It depends on how long the fight goes. Shit, it might be a one rounder. That's a lot of money for a one round. So more or less anywhere from 100 and something to $200 something per round. So you getting $100 and something or $200 something per round, your ass should get. See, we didn't know that we were gonna go there, did we? So your ass should be able to judge something properly. It's just 3 minutes. You get $200 in 3 minutes. You shouldn't have to be taking some kind of. You shouldn't have to be. What's that shit called? 5-hour energy. You shouldn't need a 5-hour energy to make your ass attentive enough to watch that round. So that's just something else is out there. So now you guys can kind of figure out the fees, how much because people act like it's a welfare check. Shit, if you judging 3 fights in a night, that's a good pay. That's a good paycheck, man. You don't need to judge. How many fights you got to judge for far as like for the year? I mean, for the month, or how many days? I mean, every week. If you judge 3 fights or something like that every week, you're doing pretty good. Shit, you're almost up there. Let me see where you at. You like damn near half as much as the fight. Matter of fact, you probably make more than some of the fighters. Coming here with that shit. There go Michael Johnson again. But he said, "No, don't try to clean that shit up." He said, "I'm gonna make a video tell the whole world why they go." Why they call Eagles Web scalp snatching? Yeah. Hey, I'll get you. I was gonna show you something else, but nah, is it in here? Nah, I don't even know if it's in here. Y'all see my feathers back right here. Y'all can see them right there. Y'all can see those right there. Yeah, right over my shoulder. Y'all see it. But it's nothing. There's no danger in that, man. Y'all gotta stop. Don't listen to Gil. Don't listen to from now on. Don't listen to Michael Johnson boxer talking more. Don't listen to his ass. Don't listen to Gil. Only listen to Eagle when y'all come in here. Don't listen to all these people, man. So hopefully, on the GED lesson today, that we get a little bit more understanding. But always remember that when you think it's bullshit, that the committee can get involved. And if you don't know those negotiations, then you really don't know the story. And guess what? We cannot get those negotiations at all. We can't. They're not because those are something that they don't show on television or media. The information probably leaks out or something like that. Or maybe we can, look in the back door somehow and we can, figure it out that way. But for the most part, we're not going to be able to get that information. But the information we do know, let's stop talking about their money. We don't care about their money anyway, but let's stop talking about, why shit is like that. And so maybe that's the reason, because the welfare check for Gary Russell Jr. is less than isn't it less than 200? Let's go back and look just to make sure. And so 1.5 that's actually a good payday. I think that's what it was. Let's see if I can find it. Let's look for the welfare checks. The welfare check. Okay, so yeah. 150,000. Or yeah, actually up there, yeah. Around there. So from in between 100 and 150,000. You feel what I mean? Yep. Yeah. Michael Johnson box show said, "See y'all later." He said the hoes in here. The hoes is here. He's stupid. Yeah, we about to get out of here too, man. Y'all done already. I told y'all I had to go to, and y'all done held ego up. And I'm gonna blame this stream for lack of blaming anybody else. I'm gonna blame it on Gil's ass that made me go longer on certain stuff and other stuff I couldn't even cover. Y'all already know Eagle can't never get all the shit covered. And this was just a GED talking. We couldn't really get it all covered. But it was fun, though. Y'all came in and got your chuckles on. Got your laughter out there. Especially because of Gil's old stupid ass bringing his ass in here. And now he's dragging Michael Johnson boxing talk down the gutter with him. But anyway, peace to the brothers out there. But we're going to get up out of here, man. I got to go run and take care of some business. We're going to be back at it, man. We're going to do that. We're going to get that Friday wrap up or something like that. If I can come back, or if I can come late or something tomorrow or something like that, if I have something, I'm gonna put it out there. I wanted to put out something yesterday, but I just didn't have a chance to get it out. But we're gonna get this stuff out, man. We're gonna talk this boxing, man. Even if we don't know shit, guess what? We learning. Let's call this the boxing learning channel, grown folks learning channel too. Then, because I guess what? Eagle don't know shit, but guess what? The people that's talking about all these purses and shit, they don't ever even bring that up. They don't even bring up how the bag is supposed to be divided and nothing like that. They just say, oh, he don't deserve this and that. All they do is small talk and talk shit about what somebody should make, but they didn't go into the details of what was supposed to be going on. So 2 tears in a bucket. Y'all know what it is, man. Eagles way of boxing, man. My shout out to all the real people that I see. That's the ones that's out in here. And y'all that's up there. Shout out to y'all, man. And a shout out to all y'all that mess with me, man. On this Wednesday, man, nothing but blessings. Gil stupid, man. I'm going to catch y'all, man.